number 687. Now in this one, question number 66 to 70. Now these four are based on seating arrangement. Now how many persons are there? There are some 8 people, JKLM, WXYZ are the 8 people seated in a straight line, equidistant from each other, but not necessarily in the same order. Some of them are facing south, while some of them are facing north. Information clearly specified, some of the people are facing towards north, some people facing towards north, isn't it? Now in total we have some 8 people. Then J sits fall to the left of X, X sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. X is at one of the extreme ends of the line. Tell me how many different possibilities we can have. X can be either at the left end, or J sits fall to the left of X, X sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Hence X can be at the left extreme or at the right extreme, isn't it? Now is X is here, J sits fall to the left of X, J will be at this place. That means X is facing towards south, then only J sits fall to the left of X. And in the second case, as X is here, now these persons are facing towards north, 1, 2, 3, 4, J will be here. J sits fall to the left of X, and X sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Both the immediate neighbors of J faces south, immediate neighbors of J are facing towards south. Here also immediate neighbors of J are facing towards south, and K sits second to the left of Z. K is seated second to the left of Z, and Z is not an immediate neighbor of J. Z is not an immediate neighbor of J. Z cannot be in these two places, and Z cannot be in these two places, isn't it? And Z is not an immediate neighbor of J. K sits second to the left of Z. Now Z cannot be here as well. If Z is here, K sits second to the left of Z is not possible, and Z cannot be here as well, isn't it? And similarly here again, now Z cannot be at this place, because if Z is here, there is no place left for this K, and Z cannot be here as well. Hence these are the possibilities. Now finally we are left with Z can be in two different places, either Z can be here or here, and in this case Z can be here or here, isn't it? There are only two possibilities in each of these. K sits second to the left of Z, and Z is not an immediate neighbor of J, and Z is not an immediate neighbor of J. And next one, neither Z nor L sits at the extreme end. Now Z also cannot be at the extreme end. As Z cannot be here, then what is the only possibility we have? Z must be at this place. If Z is here, K sits second to the left of Z, then this Z is facing towards south, and K sits second to the left of Z, K is here. Are you following this one or not? Now in this one as well, this person cannot be at the extreme end. As this person Z cannot be at the extreme end, then what is the only possibility we have? Now Z must be at this place. If Z is here, K sits second to the left of Z, now this Z is facing towards north. Then neither Z is not an immediate neighbor of J, neither Z nor L sits at the extreme ends of the line. Next one, and both the immediate neighbors of L faces north. Immediate neighbors of L are facing towards north. Tell me what are the different possibilities we can have for this L. Immediate neighbors of L are facing towards north. Now L cannot be here, because if L is here, both the immediate neighbors of L are facing south, and L cannot be now sir. L cannot be here as well, isn't it? And L cannot be here. Hence what is the only possibility? L can be here, isn't it? If L is here, immediate neighbors of L is facing towards north, these two persons are facing towards north. Immediate neighbors of L, both the immediate neighbors of L faces north, and W sits to the immediate left of Y. As W is to the immediate left of Y, W is to the immediate left of Y, W is here, immediate left of Y, and Y is here. Immediate left of Y means Y must be facing towards north, isn't it? Then tell me who is the other person left over here? Now JKLM, JKLM, JKL, M is the person left over, M must be at this place. Now this is about condition number 1. Then coming to condition number 2, and Z is not an immediate neighbor of J, neither Z nor L sits at the extreme ends of the line, and Z and L. Next one, and L sits extreme end of the line, both the immediate neighbors of L faces north. Immediate neighbors of L faces north means L cannot be here, and L L cannot be here, L cannot be here, and L must be here. If L is here, both the immediate neighbors of L are facing towards north. Hence, tell me who are the persons facing towards north here? And this J is facing towards north, and the other person, immediate neighbor of L, is facing towards north. Done with this? Now this is what the information we have. Then W sits to the immediate left of Y. As W is to the immediate left of Y, then now if Y is here, W will be here. W sits to the immediate left of Y, or Y is here, W is here, then Y will be towards south and W sits to the immediate left of Y. This is also valid. Hence, in this case, we have two different possibilities. And W sits to the immediate left of Y. Immediate neighbors of K face opposite directions. Immediate neighbors of K are facing opposite. You'll also immediate neighbors of K. Who are those two persons here? Immediate neighbors of K are J and M. Now these two persons are opposite directions. As they are opposite directions, J is facing north, M is facing towards south. And people seated at the extreme ends face the same direction. People seated at the extreme ends facing the same direction. Here X is facing towards north. Now here this W is also facing towards north, isn't it? And so W is facing towards north. Then in this one, in the first case, if you observe here, now this X is facing towards south and Y is facing towards north. Now these two persons at the extreme ends are facing opposite directions here, and this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only one case. Clear now? With the help of the last statement, one of the condition got invalid. Till that one, both the conditions are valid. Then question number 66, who among the following sits exactly between Z and K? Z and K, tell me who is that person, M, that is choice 2. Then question number 67, what is the position of Y with respect to K? Position of Y with respect to K, 1, 2, 3, third to the right. Now third to the right, that is given in choice 3. Then question number 68, how many persons in the given arrangement are facing north? Now as of now, there are 5 persons facing towards north, more than 4, that is choice 1. Then 69, 4 out of the following is nothing but an odd man out, Y and K. Now Y and K are facing opposite directions and 2 persons in between these two. And W and X, now W and X, they are facing the same direction. J and K, they are facing in opposite directions. And Y and Z, they are facing the same direction. And L and M also, they are same direction, isn't it? Now here we got some 2 different possibilities, isn't it? Either YK or JK, isn't it? Then, now Y and K, if you observe here, Y is to the right hand side of K, and W and X, W is to the left hand side of X, and J and K, J is to the right hand side of K, and Y and Z, Y is to the left hand side. Here also it is not possible at all. Done with this? Yes, any other answer here? Y and K, and W and X, and J and K, Y and Z, L and M. Yes, except choice 2. And in the remaining choices, except choice 2, in the remaining choices, the persons are at the center, but as here, these W and X are at the extreme ends. Clear now? This is about question number 69. These 2 persons are at the ends, W and X, and the remaining persons are at the center of this row. Then question number 70 onwards. 70 to 75, these are based on input and output. Now in this input and output, tell me what is information here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In total, we have some 12 elements, isn't it? 12 elements are there. Then in total, we have some 12 elements. How many steps are there? Only 6 steps are there. That means in each step, exactly 2 elements were arranged in this one. Then tell me what is the final logic here. Now the numbers. All the numbers are arranged in the descending order. 92, 76, 70, 68, 54, 21. And followed by the words with the increasing order. Ascending order: bark, hint, mind, read, ruin, and a spot. Now the words in the ascending order, numbers in the descending order. Then coming to step 1 here. Now in step 1, 21, the least number coming to the first place, and bark, the least word coming at the last place. And from there onwards, 21 shifted to the next place, 3rd, 4, 5, and 6. And similarly, this bark shifted to 2nd from the right, 3rd from the right, 4, 5, and 6. Done with this? And afterwards the next highest number to 2154 arrange at the first place in step 2. And again the next word to bark hits arrange at the last place. From there onwards these two elements were shifted to the left hand side and right hand side. Then after this one 68, the next highest number arrange at the first place, and the next one the next highest word arrange at the last place, and so on. Now this is how these words and the numbers are arranged. Now in all these if you observe here, now 92, 76, 70, 68, 54, 21. Check out here the first numbers 92, 76, 70, 68, 54, 21. Here also 92, 76, 70, 68, 54, 21. That means in each and every step only at the first place the number is arranged. And similarly these words bark, hint, mend, read, ruin and spot. And if you observe the last word here, bark, hits, mend, read, ruin and spot. Now the words are arranged at the last place. Numbers at the first place and words at the last place. Now all these 5 questions are based on the same logic and the same pattern. And they are based on a single input, and so we have to work out the entire procedure. Then question number 76 to 80. Now in this question number 76 to 80, how many persons are there? There are some 8 persons J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q are seated around a square table in such a way that 4 of them sit at 4 corners of the square, while 4 sit in the middle of each of the 4 sides. The one who sit at the 4 corners face outside, while those who sit in the middle of the sides faces center of the table. And each one of them has a different profession, teacher, pilot, engineer, doctor and so on. Isn't it? Yes, what is information here? 8 persons seated around a square table. 8 persons seated around a square table is given, and 4 persons are at the center and 4 persons at the corners, and the one who sit at the 4 corners facing outside. Now this is the square table. Now in the square table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 persons were there. Now the persons who are at the corners are facing away from the center, isn't it? And the centers are facing towards the center. Persons who are at the corners are facing away, and the persons who are facing the center are facing towards the center. Done with this? And each one of them has a different profession. And next one, what is the parameter added here? Each one of them has a different profession is also clearly specified. Now we need to identify who is sitting at which position and what is the profession of that person. Then condition number 1, the banker sits at the middle of one of the sides. As the banker sits at the middle of one of the sides, now we need to fix the banker at some of these places, isn't it? Banker, now let us take banker is here. Now we can fix this banker at any one of these 4 places. Then the banker sits at the middle of one of the sides, only 3 people between banker and N. As there are 3 people between banker and N, among these 8 persons, 3 persons is nothing but they are opposite to each other, hence banker and N are opposite. And the next one, the doctor is an immediate neighbor of N. As the doctor is an immediate neighbor of N, tell me how many different possibilities we can have. There are 2 possibilities. Either this doctor is to the left hand side or to the right hand side, isn't it? Left hand side of the N or right hand side. Now if you take this banker and doctor, now doctor can be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility we can have? Now 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the persons who are at the corners are facing away from the center, and centers are facing towards the center. Then what is information here? Banker, if banker is here, N is here, if N is here, doctor is here. Hence we have 2 different possibilities. Done? Then the doctor is an immediate neighbor of N, and Q sits second to the right of the doctor. As Q is seated second to the right of the doctor, hence Q is here in the first case, because the doctor is facing away, and now in the second case Q will be here. Doctor Q sits second to the right of the doctor. O sits third to the right of the musician. O is third to the right of the musician. Neither N nor Q is a musician. Neither N nor Q is a musician. Now let us take the different cases for this musician. Neither N nor Q is a musician. These 2 persons cannot be musician here. Now tell me what are the different possibilities to this musician. O sits third to the right of the musician, and the musician is neither an immediate neighbor of the musician is neither an immediate neighbor of the banker nor N. Now musician cannot be the immediate neighbor of banker nor N. Hence all these are are not possible, isn't it? And now, O sits thought neither N nor Q is a musician. N is not a musician, Q is not a musician, and the musician is neither an immediate neighbor of banker nor N. Now all these yellow spaces, now this person cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Now the musician cannot be here as well because this person is already the banker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places were ruled out. Now we are left with only 2 more, isn't it? Now the musician can be here or the musician is here. Now if the musician is here, then O sits thought to the right of the musician 1, 2, 3, O and Q must be in the same place, which is not possible. Are you following this one or not? Hence, musician cannot be at this place. Then what is the only possibility left over here? Now the musician is in between Q and the doctor. Are you following this one or not? The musician is between Q and the doctor. Hence, this person is a musician. If this person is a musician, O sits thought to the right of the musician, O is here. O sits thought to the right of the musician and the banker, musician. Next, coming to the second case here. Now in the second case, tell me O sits thought to the right of neither N nor Q is a musician. Neither N nor Q is a musician, N and Q cannot be musician. And musician is neither an immediate neighbor of banker nor O. Musician cannot be in these 2 places, and banker nor N. Now musician cannot be here. And so how many possibilities we have? Again we have 2 possibilities, either here or here. And out of which if you take at this place, then if musician is here, then O will be here, isn't it? And O is not the doctor clearly specified. As O is not the doctor clearly specified here, musician cannot be at this place. As musician here, then what is the other possibility we have? Musician must be at this place. If musician is here, O sits thought to the right of the musician, O at this place. Done? Now we could able to finalize the positions of this musician and O is not a doctor. Engineer sits to the immediate left of P. Now this engineer is seated to the immediate left of P, and P is neither a musician nor a banker. P is neither a musician nor a banker. No, P is neither a musician nor a banker. P cannot be here and P cannot be here. And similarly here also P is not a musician. What about this P here? P is neither a musician nor a banker. No, P cannot be at this place. P cannot be here and P cannot be here. Then, as P cannot be in these 2 places, and P is neither a musician nor a banker, and P is not an immediate neighbor of N, as P cannot be in these places as well. Are you following this one or not? Now here also P cannot be in this. As P cannot be here, now let us check what the possibilities to this P. Now P cannot be here because N is already there. Hence P cannot be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cannot be here because Q is already there. Then where should this be? P must be here. Are you following this one or not? Now again in the second case, now this P cannot be here too, cannot be in the place of N3, and cannot be the musician 4, cannot be the 5, and cannot be here 6, isn't it? Now, and P is not an immediate neighbor of N. As P is not an immediate neighbor of N, then tell me what are the different possibilities we have? P can be either at this place or at this place. Done with this? Then the engineer sits to the immediate left of P. As the engineer sits to the immediate left of P, if P is at this place, then engineer and banker must be in the same place, not possible. Hence, what is the only possibility we have? P must be here. If P is here, engineer sits to the immediate left of P, engineer must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Now, as of now, we have discussed about this P and an engineer. Then again coming back to this one, now engineer sits to the immediate left of P, engineer is O. And in both the cases, O is engineer here. The next one. What is the next information? Only one person sits between engineer and J. Now between engineer and J, there must be exactly one person between these 2. Engineer and J, there must be exactly one person. Engineer is here, J can be the doctor or J can be here. There are 2 possibilities. And similarly, engineer and doctor, we must have exactly one. Engineer is here, J and an engineer. One person between engineer and J, engineer is here, and so J must be here only. Then the pilot sits to the immediate right of K. Pilot is to the immediate right hand side of K. Then, and K is neither a banker nor a musician. K is neither a banker nor a musician, K cannot be here, K cannot be here, then K cannot be here, K cannot be here, K cannot be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot be. As tell me what is the possibility left for this K? Now K cannot be any one of these 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now K cannot be here as well, K cannot be here, and the first case is completely ruled out. Done? Now we are left with the second case. Now in the second case, then tell me what are the different possibilities we can have. And only one person between engineer and J, pilot sits to the immediate right of K, and K is neither a banker nor a musician. K is neither a banker nor a musician, K cannot be here, K cannot be here, K cannot be here because J was already there, K cannot be here, O is there, and K cannot be here, P is here, and K cannot be here, K cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility we have? K must be at this place. And whatever this K, K is a doctor. And the pilot sits to the immediate right of K. Tell me who is the pilot now? N is the pilot. And N is the pilot, and the pilot sits to the immediate right of the doctor. Pilot is to the immediate right of the doctor. And next one, immediate right of K, K is neither a banker nor a musician. Next information, 3 people sit between L and the painter. Between L and the painter, we must have exactly 3 people. As there are 3 people between L and the painter, tell me where should this L here? L must be the musician, isn't it? As L is the musician here, then the painter is P, because these 3 persons, there are 3 persons in between these 2. And only 3 people between L and the painter. M is not a musician, M is not a musician. As M is not a musician, then tell me where should this M? M is not a musician, hence M must be, where should this M? L is a musician here, and musician, doctor, and pilot, painter, engineer, banker, and J. And the lawyer is not the immediate neighbor of the painter. Lawyer cannot be Q. As lawyer cannot be Q, then who is the lawyer here? J is the lawyer, isn't it? As J is the lawyer here, then what is the profession left over? Lawyer, musician, doctor, pilot, painter, engineer, banker were done as teacher. And who is the teacher here? Q is the teacher. Then P, O, Q, N, K, L, J were done. Then tell me who is the person left over? And finally M is the person left over, and M is the banker. Done with this? Now this is how these 8 persons are seated around this square table, and some of them are towards the center and some of them are now. Out of these, the persons, 4 at the corners and 4 at the centers. The persons who are at the corners are away, and the centers are facing towards the center. Then next one, question number 76 to 80. Now in this question number 76, who among the following sits exactly between K and J? Yes, tell me who is exactly between K and J? L the musician. L the musician, that is choice 1. Then question number 77, what is the position of the doctor with respect to M? Position of doctor with respect to M. And doctor is 1, 2, 3, third to the left. Third to the left, that is choice 1. Then question number 78. Now in this 78, and which of the following is the profession of O? O is an engineer, that is choice 3. O the engineer, choice 3. Then question number 79, who among the following sits diagonally opposite to the doctor? Diagonally opposite to the doctor, O the engineer. O the engineer, that is given in choice 4. Then question number 80, who among the following represent the immediate neighbors of the musician? Immediate neighbors of the musician, that is J and K, lawyer and the doctor. J and K, that is given in choice 5. Now this is about question number 76 to 80. Then 81 to 85. Now tell me what is information here. 7 friends, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, like different shapes, namely triangle, square, rectangle, square, and pentagon, but not necessarily in the same. And each friend is also born in a different month, namely Feb. Now the months were given, isn't it? Months? No. Whenever these months, days were given, first we need to fix the months here. Yes, tell me what are the months given here? Feb. Now first we are representing the months here, Feb. Next one is April. Next May, Feb, April, May. July, September, October. July, September, October. July, September, October and December. Isn't it? Hence in total we have some 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 friends, and T, U, V, W, X, Y and Z are the 7 persons, and they were born in different months. And what is the other parameter here? And they like different shapes, that is triangle, square and so on. Then coming to condition number 1, and Y was born in the month of October. Now information clearly specified, definite information, hence Y was born in the month of October and likes neither triangle nor hexagon. Y likes neither triangle nor hexagon, hence write down these two and put a cross. Triangle and hexagon were ruled out. Neither triangle nor hexagon. Done? And now these two persons likes neither triangle nor hexagon. The one who likes rectangle was born in December. Now rectangle was born in December. Rectangle was born in December. Next one. Z likes pentagon and was neither born in Feb nor September. Z, pentagon, and neither born in Feb nor in December. Neither born in Feb nor in September. Hence Z cannot be here and Z cannot be here. Isn't it? The next one, X was born in July. X July and does not like hexagon, and write hexagon and put a cross over this one, and this person does not like hexagon. Isn't it? And next one. And X was born in July and does not like hexagon. The one who likes a circle was neither born in July nor October. Circle is neither October nor July. Isn't it? And neither born in July nor October circle. And circle cannot be here and circle cannot be here as well. Isn't it? Now this is what the information we have. And next one. W likes triangle and was not born in Feb. Now W is what? W is triangle, and now this person was not born in Feb, and so W cannot be here. And but not in Feb. And T was born in the month of May. Now this T was born in the month of May and does not like circle. Now this T does not like circle. Now if you observe here, most of the information is about a negative statement. And next one, and U does not like rectangle, and U does not like rectangle means U cannot be at this place. U does not like rectangle. And the one who was born in the month of July does not like octagon. Now this July does not like octagon. Now this is what the information we have. Isn't it? As this is what the information provided, first we have represented the data like this. From there onwards, now we need to finalize them or adjust the given information. Now in this one, Z and W. Now in the case of Feb, if you observe here, Z and W cannot be in the month of Feb, isn't it? Then, now see here. Now if you take the case of July and October. Now in this July and October, July cannot be hexagon, cannot be circle, cannot be octagon. 3 figures were done. Now cannot be pentagon, cannot be triangle, cannot be rectangle. Are you agreeing with this one or not? Now these 3 hexagon, circle and octagon were ruled out for this July. At the same time, along with this one, triangle is also ruled out. Why? Because triangle was in the month of December. And after this triangle, pentagon and triangle is also not possible because X was already there. It is neither Z nor W. Hence, hexagon, circle, octagon, rectangle, pentagon, triangle were done. Now we are left with only one. What is that one here? Square. And this July, the one who was born in July likes a square. Are you following this one or not? Now we have finalized the position of this one. This person likes a square. Now this person likes a square. Again coming to this October. Now the person who was born in October, triangle ruled out, hexagon ruled out, circle ruled out. 3 is not possible. Again pentagon is not possible, 4. And triangle is not possible, isn't it? Now 4. Triangle is already counted here. And at the same time, and pentagon, triangle, hexagon, circle, square and rectangle were also ruled out. Now finally we are left with what? Finally came to octagon, isn't it? Now if you observe here, square, triangle, hexagon, circle 3, rectangle 4, square 5, pentagon 6. As these 6 cannot be here, now we are left with octagon. Now the person who was born in October likes octagon. Done? person likes octagon. Clear now? Now we have got this information as of now. Now we could able to finalize the portion, the figures. Rectangle, octagon, square were done. Then now Z and pentagon. Now Z and pentagon, now say here Z and W cannot be here. Now we are talking about Feb. Now in Feb Z and W cannot be, T cannot be, X cannot be, and Y cannot be, isn't it? And Z, W, T, X, Y cannot be at this place. Then tell me what is the only possibility we have? As 5 persons, Z, W, T, X, Y were ruled out. Now we are left with U, and who is the other person? T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now T, U, isn't it, V, and the possibility can be either U or V. And now we have 2 possibilities for this one, U or V. Then again coming to this one, now in this Z cannot be here, and Z cannot be at this place, Z cannot be in the month of Feb, and Z cannot be in the month of September, Z cannot be here, Z cannot be May, Z cannot be July, cannot be September, cannot be October, isn't it? And it cannot be December. Why? Because Z is pentagon. Hence Z cannot be any one of these, hence Z must be April. If Z is April, pentagon here is fixed here. Done with this? Now Z pentagon. As Z pentagon is done, now we are left with the W and triangle. Now coming to this W, now W cannot be here, and W cannot be here because Z is already there. W cannot be here, W cannot be here, X is there, isn't it? W cannot be here and W cannot be here. And what is the only possibility left here? Now this W must be in the month of September. Then W is here. If W is here, Z, T, X, W, Y, now we are left with U and V. Now U cannot be in the month of December. As U cannot be in the month of December, hence V must be in the month of December. If V is here, now in the month of Feb, we must have U. Done? Now U is done. Now we have finalized the persons and who were born in which month. Then we need to find out the figures. Now pentagon, square, octagon, rectangle were done. Now W is what? W is triangle, hence this one must be triangle. If this is triangle here, as circle cannot be tree, and circle must be U. If circle is U, tell me what is the other thing left over here? Hexagon is left over, and a hexagon must be in the month of May. Clear enough? Now it comes under distribution. Whenever this distribution type of questions were given, first we need to represent the data very, very carefully, isn't it? Because now if you observe here, we have read the information only once. Accordingly, we have taken the data, crosses and tick and so on, isn't it? First we need to represent the data, then adjust the entire data into this. And this is about question numbers 81 to 85. Then question number 81, which of the following combinations is definitely correct? Y square, that is false. U triangle, false. T hexagon, definitely true, that is choice 3. Then question number 82, 4 out of the following 5 is nothing but an odd man out. September and triangle. September and a triangle. Now the one who was born in September likes triangle, that is definitely true, isn't it? And May and a hexagon, May and a hexagon. Now the one who was born in May likes a hexagon. April pentagon is also true. And Feb and circle is true. October and square, that is false, except choice when the remaining, the person and the triangle, the month and the figure they like is correct. Then question number 83, and which of the following shapes does V like? V likes rectangle. Rectangle, that is, where is rectangle here? V likes rectangle. Is it given in the choices here? No. Hence other than the options given, that is choice 2. Then question number 84, which of the following combinations of month and shape is definitely correct with respect to U? Now U, Feb and circle. U, Feb, circle. As tell me what is the choice here? U, Feb and circle. Then here also other than the options given, that is choice 3. Then question number 85, which of the following shapes does Y like? As Y likes octagon, that is choice 3. Now this is about question numbers 81 to 85. Done with this? Then after this 81 to 87 and 85, the next two are based on directions. Now how many questions are there? There are two questions given on these directions here. Now in these directions, B is 8 meters to the east of A. Now B is 8 meters to the east of A. If A is here, now this B is how many meters here? B is 8 meters to the east of A. Next one, C is 5 meters to the north of B. Now this is C and this is 5 meters to the north of B. D is 5 meters to the west of C. Now D is 5 meters to the west of C. This is 5 and D is 5 meters to the west of C. And E is 9 meters to the south of D. E is 9 meters to the south of D from here. Now this is E. 9 meters to the south of D means this is 5 and this will be 4. E is 9 meters to the south of D. F is 3 meters to the west of. F is 3 meters to the west of this one. F is here and this will be 3 meters. And G is 5 meters to the north of A. G is 5 meters to the north of A. Now this is G and which is 5 meters to the north of A. Done? Now this is what the information provided here. Then question number 86. If point M is 5 meters to the east of E, M is 5 meters to the east of E. Now the total distance between these two is 8 meters, out of which this is 5 and this will be 3, isn't it? Now M is 5 meters to the east of E means from here, M will be here and it is 5 meters. Then what is the distance between C and M? As tell me what is the distance between C and M? Here the distance between these two is 4, here it is 5, 5 plus 4 that is 9, 9 that is choice 1. Clear 86? 86 it is choice 1. Then question number 87. How far and in which direction is point F from point A? F from point A, now we need to find out the distance. As what is the distance between these two here? 4 meters. 4 meters towards which direction? 4 meters towards south, choice 4. 87 it is choice 4. Then 88 and so on. Now in this one, this 88 to 92 it is based on syllogisms. Now in these syllogisms, first one, all marks are symbols. All these marks are symbols, isn't it? All marks are symbols and all symbols are letters. All these symbols are letters and no letter is an alphabet. No letter is an alphabet, no intersection between letter and an alphabet. Then coming to condition number, conclusion 1. And all symbols are digits is a possibility. All symbols are digits. As tell me, now say the questions, no, variance from the common element, which are the conclusion logically does not follow. Now the questions are based on does not follow rather than follows, isn't it? Then does not follow means it should not be true even in a single case. In all the cases it must always be false. Hence, as it must be always false, rather than checking out whether it can be 100% false or not, then what are we trying to do? Now we are trying to check out whether it can be false, whether it can be true at least once or not. If it is true once, though it is false in the remaining cases, it cannot be 100% false. Clear? Our main intention is to find out whether it is 100% false or not. And it is not possible for us to check out in all the cases whether it is 100% false or not. Then what are we trying to do? Now we are going in the reverse order. That means we are trying to check out whether it can be true at least once or not. If it is true once, it cannot be 100% false. అది 100% ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందా లేదా మనకి కనుక్కోవడం కొద్దిగా కష్టమైన పని. ఎందుకంటే అన్ని కేసులు చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. అది కష్టమైన పని కాబట్టి ఏం చేస్తున్నాం చెప్పండి, అది 100% ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందా లేదా తెలుసుకునే బదులు కనీసం ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయిందా లేదా ట్రై చేస్తాం. ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయిందా అది ఇంకా 100% ఫాల్స్ అయితే కాదు. డన్. హెన్స్ ఫస్ట్ వన్, all symbols are digits is a possibility. All symbols are digits. As some alphabets are digits. Some alphabets are digits means alphabets are digits, digit is here. All symbols are digits. Now tell me whether all symbols are digit is possible or not. All symbol are digits means your diagram must be like this. No digit can be like this. Now tell me whether I can write this digit like this or not. Yes, hence it is possible. As it is possible once, it can be true at least once. As it can be true, it cannot be 100% false. Done? Then afterwards, choice 2. All marks are letters. all marks are letters is definitely true. As it is true once, it cannot be 100% false. Then what is the next one here? Then choice 3, no symbol is an alphabet. No symbol is an alphabet, symbol is here, alphabet is here. There is no intersection between these two. As of now it is true once. As it is true once, no need to check out for alternate diagram because it is already true once. Our intention is to check out whether it can be false or not. Then all letters are digits is a possibility. All letters are digits. Now tell me whether I can write letter digit like this or not. Yes, all letters are digits, it can be true at least once. Hence it cannot be your answer. Finally, what is your answer here? Choice 5. All marks are digits. Now tell me all marks are digits. Can I draw digit like this? All marks are digits. If you draw digit like this here, all marks are digits. Cheppandi, all marks are digits avutunda. Now if you draw marks like this, all marks are digits, it is also possible. Avutunda leda? All marks are digits, it is again possible. Hence, it is not all marks are digits, it is all marks are alphabets. All marks are alphabets and pettukondi. Now, all marks are alphabets should be taken because if you take all marks are digits, as of now it is false. Okasari false ayindi. Kani the 100% false avuna kada check cheyalanunte, then we have to take this one. Hence, in the case of affirmative conclusion, in the case of does not follow, we have to take this one as a possibility. అందుకే మనకు separate alternate diagram అవసరం లేదు ఇక్కడ. Only the conclusion follows. In that case, for a negative conclusion, if it is true, then we will go for alternate diagram, isn't it? But yes, here, whenever the affirmative conclusion is true, for that affirmative conclusion, we have to take that affirmative conclusion as a possible conclusion. Does not follow లో మనం ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? అది 100% ఫాల్స్ అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి మనకి నెగిటివ్ ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ డిజిట్. ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ డిజిట్స్ 100% ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందా? దెన్ all marks are symbols and these are the marks which are symbols. All marks are symbols. All symbols are letters. All symbols are letters. And no letter is an alphabet. No letter is an alphabet. No intersection between these two. And next one, some alphabets are digits. Some alphabets. Ide kadam diagram. Now what is the fifth one here? Now the fifth one, all marks are digits. Ee marks and digits avvachu annadu. All marks are digit. As of now it is false. Why it is false here? Mark is here, digit is here, as of now it is false. Avuna kada okasari? Wait a minute. Now here it is false or not? It is false. With the help of the basic diagram, it is false once. As it is false once, now we need to check out whether it is 100% false or not. 100% false అవుతుందని మీరు డెఫినెట్గా చెప్పగలరా? డెఫినెట్గా మనం ఎలా చెప్తాం? కనీసం అది ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేయాలి. నౌ టెల్ మీ వెదర్ ఐ కెన్ డ్రా మై డయాగ్రామ్ లైక్ దిస్ ఆర్ నాట్ డిజిట్. ఇలా డ్రా చేయొచ్చా లేదా? ఇలా డ్రా చేసినప్పుడు కనీసం ఇది ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయిందా లేదా? ఒక కేసులో ట్రూ అయింది అనుకుంటే అది 100% ఫాల్స్ అవుతుందా? అవ్వదు. హెన్స్ దిస్ ఆల్సో కెనాట్ బి యువర్ ఆన్సర్. అదే చెప్తున్నాం, వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ అన్ అఫర్మేటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్, టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఏ పాసిబుల్ కన్క్లూజన్, isn't it? Because if you take a possible conclusion, that means we are trying to make at least true at least once. Whether he is asking for a possibility or a definite conclusion, in both the cases you have to take it a possibility only. చెప్తుంది అదే. ఎందుకు చెప్పండి, ఇక్కడ మనం చెప్పాల్సింది 100% ఫాల్స్ అని చెప్పాలి. ఈ కేసులో మనకు ఫాల్స్ వచ్చింది, ఇంతకుముందు కేసులో ఫాల్స్ వచ్చింది. 100% ఫాల్స్ అని మీరు డెఫినెట్గా చెప్పొచ్చా? నేను ఒక కేసు చూపించాను, ఒక కేసులో ట్రూ అని చెప్పాను. స్టేట్మెంట్స్ వ్యాలిడ్ అయ్యా లేదా? స్టేట్మెంట్స్ వ్యాలిడ్ అయ్యేటట్టు నేను ఒక కేసులో ట్రూ అని చెప్పాను. ఒక కేసు ట్రూ అయింది అనుకుంటే అది 100% ఫాల్స్ అయ్యిందా? అవ్వలేదు కదా. కనుక ఆన్సర్ ఏమైపోయింది? డస్ నాట్ ఫాల్. ఓకే, నన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆన్సర్స్. అందుకు దీన్ని ఏంటంటే చేంజ్ దిస్ యాజ్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్. ఇది ఆల్ఫాబెట్ అని ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ఫాబెట్ ఉందనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ డిజిట్స్. ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ డిజిట్. మార్క్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్. మార్క్ ఇక్కడ, ఆల్ఫాబెట్ ఇక్కడ. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్. ఫాల్స్ అయింది. ఫాల్స్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలి? 100% ఫాల్స్ అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేయాలి. అంటే కనీసం ఒక్కసారైనా ట్రూ అయిందా లేదో చూడాలి. అంటే ఆల్ మార్క్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ ఈజ్ ఏ పాసిబిలిటీ. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ఫాబెట్ ఇలా రావాలి. ఇలా ఆల్ఫాబెట్ రావచ్చా? ఇప్పుడు ఇలా ఆల్ఫాబెట్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, స్టేట్మెంట్ నో లెటర్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఆల్ఫాబెట్ విల్ బి ఫాల్స్. ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి ట్రూ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్స్. కనీసం ఒక్కసారి కూడా ట్రూ అవ్వలేదు. ఇంతకుముందుది ఏంటి, కనీసం ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయింది. ఒక్కసారి ట్రూ అయితే 100% ఫాల్స్ అని మనం చెప్పలేము. క్లియర్? మనకి ఫాలోస్కి కంప్లీట్లీ ఆపోజిట్ టు దిస్ వన్. ఫాలోస్లో మరి నెగిటివ్ కంక్లూజన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ ఎందుకు డ్రా చేస్తున్నారు మరి? అవునా కదా, అది ఒక్కసారి ఫాల్స్ ట్రూ అయింది. అది ట్రూ అయినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు చెక్ చేస్తున్నాం? దాన్ని ఫాల్స్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాం ఆల్టర్నేటివ్. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఫాల్స్ అయినప్పుడు ట్రూ అవ్వడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాం. అందుకే ఫాలోస్ అండ్ డస్ నాట్ ఫాలో ఆర్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆపోజిట్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. డన్? నౌ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ 88. దెన్ 89, ఎందుకంటే మీకు ఇంకా క్లాస్లో అవ్వలేదు ఈ టాపిక్. డన్? క్లాస్లో అయినప్పుడు మనం డస్ నాట్ ఫాలో, one complete day we are discussing about only this does not follow on. Okay? And next one. And question number 89. Now in this 89, some birds are animals. Some of the birds are animals, and these are the birds which are animals, and all animals are reptiles. All these animals are reptiles. All reptiles are nuts. All these reptiles are nuts, and all nuts are beans. All these nuts are beans. Now this is the basic diagram. Hence with the help of this basic diagram, all reptiles or birds is a possibility. Avutunda leda? Yes, it is true. Then next one, all reptiles are beans. All reptiles are beans is false, isn't it? As all reptiles are beans is false, then we have to check out whether it is 100% false or not. Avuna kada? All reptiles are beans as of now false అయింది. ఫాల్స్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? 100% ఫాల్స్ అవునా కదా ట్రై చేయాలి. 100% ఫాల్స్ అయిందా లేదా ట్రై చేయాలంటే మనం ఏం ట్రై చేయాలి? పాసిబిలిటీ తీసుకోవాలి. హెన్స్ ఆల్ రెప్టైల్స్ ఆర్ బీన్స్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాసిబిలిటీ. అమ్మా ఏ కన్క్లూజన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు? సెకండ్ వన్ అయినా ఏం చెప్పండి? ఆల్ రెప్టైల్స్ ఆర్ బీన్స్. ట్రూ అయిందా ఫాల్స్ అయిందా? ట్రూ అయిందా? ఆల్ రెప్టైల్స్ అండ్ బీన్స్ అంటే బీన్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది, ట్రీస్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇది కదమ్మా బీన్స్. All the birds, huh? No. If these are birds, then these are beans. Then all reptiles are beans. ఏమైపోయింది? That is true అయిపోయింది. ట్రూ అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి ఇంకా మనం చెక్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు. Done. Next one, third one. And some birds are nuts. Some birds are nuts. True అయిందా? Birds are nuts. Birds ఇలా ఉన్నాయి అండ్ nuts ఇలా ఉంది. Some birds are nuts. True అయింది. ట్రూ అయింది కాబట్టి 100% ఫాల్స్ అయితే కాదు. It cannot be your answer. Then fourth one, no bird is a bean. No bird is a bean. True అయిందా? ఫాల్స్ అయింది. 100% ఫాల్స్ అవునా కదా? ఇట్ ఈస్ 100% ఫాల్స్. చాయిస్ ఫర్ ఇది. అండ్ చాయిస్ ఫర్ చూడండి, ఆల్ యానిమల్స్ ఆర్ బీన్స్. ఆల్ యానిమల్స్ ఆర్ బీన్స్, అది కూడా ట్రూ అయింది. Isn't it? Hence what is your answer here? Except the remaining choices can be true at least once, but where a choice 4 cannot be true at least once, hence it is 100% false. Done? Hence what is your answer here? Question number 89, it is choice 4. Then 90. Now in this question number 90, no plane is a ship. No plane is a ship. Plane is here and this is ship. No plane is ship. All cars are planes. All cars are planes. No plane is ship. All ships are bikes. All these ships are what? All ships are bikes. And no bike is a truck. No bike is a truck. Now this is the basic diagram. All cars are planes. No plane is ship. No. All cars are planes. No plane is ship. All ships are bikes. And no bike is a truck. Then first one, all bikes are cars. All bikes are cars. Tell me, what is your answer here? All bikes are cars. All bikes are cars. True in the false sign. False sign కాబట్టి ఏం చేయాలి? 100% false అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. Isn't it? 100% false అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేయాలంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం తీసుకోవాలి? పాసిబిలిటీ చెక్ చేయాలి. అంటే కనీసం ఒక్కసారైనా ట్రూ అయిందా లేదా? అంటే ఆల్ బైక్స్ ఆర్ కార్స్ అంటే బైక్స్ అన్నీ ఎలా రావాలి చెప్పండి? కార్స్లోకి రావాలి. ఇలా రావాలి. ఎలా అయితే ఒక్కసారైనా ట్రూ అయ్యేది. ఇలా డ్రా చేయొచ్చా? If you write cars like this along with this one, all cars are what? All cars are planes. Plane కూడా ఎలా వస్తుంది? ఇలా plane వచ్చిందంటే no plane is a ship will be false. Statement invalid. It cannot be true at least once. Hence it is 100% false. Clear now? False అయినప్పుడు 100% false అయిందా లేదా చెక్ చేయండి. అది ట్రూ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఆల్రెడీ ట్రూ అయింది కాబట్టి మన ఆన్సర్ కాదు. డన్. అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 90. దెన్ 91. Now question number 91, all parts are fragments. Now all these parts are what? All parts are fragments. And next one, all fragments are bits. All fragments are bits, and some bits are chips, and all chips are sections. All chips are sections. Then first one, all parts are sections is a possibility. All parts are sections is possible or not? All the statements are affirmative. Affirmative కాబట్టి చూడాల్సిన పనే లేదు. P equals to F equals to B equals to C equals to S. డ్రా చేయొచ్చా లేదా? Hence it is possible. As it is possible, it is true. It cannot be false. Then next one, all chips are fragments. All chips are fragments. ఇందులో అది కూడా మనకు సెట్ అయిపోతుంది. And it can be true. As it can be true, it cannot be your answer. All fragments are chips is a possibility. All fragments are chips. That is again possible. Hence it is also true. And some bits are part. Some bits are part. True అయిందా లేదా? Yes, it is true. Hence this is also true. Finally, no section is a bit. No section is a bit true అవుతుందా? False. Because this is the intersection of these two, section and bit, and some sections are bits is true. Hence no section is a bit will be false. It is 100% false. Then what is your answer here? Choice 5. 91, choice 5 is the answer. Done with this? Then question number 92, and this again based on syllogisms. No exit is a door. No exit is a door. This is exit and this is door. No exit is a door can be written like this. All windows are doors. All windows are doors. No exit is a door. All locks are windows. All locks are windows. All locks are windows. Isn't it? No, these are locks. All locks are windows, and all windows are doors. All these windows are doors, and no exit is a door. No intersection between exit and door, and all curtains are locked. All curtains are locks, isn't it? Hence in total, now how many statements are there? Now all curtains, these are the curtains which are locks, and all locks are windows, and all windows are doors, and no exit is a door. No exit is a door. No exit and door cannot be intersected. That's it. Done? Now this is what the information we have. These two cannot be intersected. That means this exit cannot be intersected with any one of the remaining. That is lock, window, curtain and so on. Done? Then first one, no exit is a window. True or false? No exit is a window. Exit is here, window is here. No exit is a window is true. As it is true once, no need to check out. No need to go for an alternate diagram, though it is a negative conclusion, because but as the question is about does not follow, no need to go for an alternate diagram. Then second one, all curtains are doors. This is again true. As it is true, no need to go for another. Then next one, some doors are locked. Some doors are locked is also true. As it is true once, it cannot be false forever. And some exit are curtain. Some exit are curtain. Now that is false. As it is false once, now we need to cross check whether it can be 100% false or not. Whenever it is true, we are not bothered about this one because it cannot be your answer. Whenever it is false, then we have to check out whether it is 100% false or not. Hence, as it is false once, to make this one 100% false, then now we have to take this one as a possibility. That means some exit are curtain. Now tell me, is it possible to draw exit like this? No. If you draw exit like this, no exit is a door will be false. Hence it cannot be true at least once, hence it is 100% false. Done? Hence whenever there is an affirmative conclusion, take that affirmative as a possibility. Clear? And no lock is an exit, no lock is an exit is also true. Hence what is your answer finally? Choice 4 is the answer. And this is about 92. Then 93 onwards. Now it is based on coded inequalities 93. Then tell me what is the answer here? Now the relation between G and Y. G and Y, G greater than Y is true. Definitely true, isn't it? Now G greater than Y is true, but Y is lesser than or equals to Y is false. M and G, M lesser than G is definitely true. And U lesser than or equals to H, two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. And fourth one, B greater than or equals to L, definitely true. Then what is your answer here? 2 and 4. As 2 and 4 and it is given in choice 3. 93 it is choice 3. Then 94, now in question number 94 the relation between R and P. Now P is here, R is here and the element which is common is S is common. Now between P and S, one greater than, one lesser than, no. Two opposite symbols, no relation. Next one T and U. Now in this T and U and T and U, A lesser than S, isn't it? Now S lesser than or equals to T and U lesser than or equals to S means U lesser than or equals to S. U lesser than or equals to S and next one S lesser than or equals to T, hence two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. And then now next one and A lesser than R. What is A lesser than R here? A lesser than R. Now between T and U. Now T and U, tell me what is the final conclusion we got? U lesser than or equals to T. As U is lesser than or equals to T, T is greater than or equals to U. As T is greater than or equals to U, if can be equal or can be greater than, hence it can be either 2 or 4. Then what else is left over here? A and R. Now between A and R, A lesser than S, S lesser than R, hence 3 is also followed. Hence 3 and either 1 or either 2 or 4. 3 and either 2 or 4. 3 and 2 or 4, tell me what is your choice? Choice 1 is the answer, 94. Then coming to question number 95, the relation between L and U. Now U is here, L is here. V lesser than or equals to U, isn't it? Now V greater than L. V greater than L is here and V lesser than or equals to U means U greater than or equals to V. U greater than or equals to V greater than L, and now in between U and L, U greater than L, L lesser than U but was greater than or equals to is false. And the relation between U and M. Now the relation between U and M, U greater than or equals to V, V greater than or equals to M. That means U is either greater than or equals to M, hence either greater or equal, that is either 2 or 3, isn't it? Then what is the next one here? And conclusion 4, F greater than U. Now between F and U there are two opposite symbols, no relation here. Then finally what is your answer? Either 2 or 3, that is choice 4. Done with this? Now this is about question number 95, choice 4. Then 96, now in this question number 96, the relation between X and T, X lesser than T. X lesser than T is 2 and T greater than X is 2, but as it is false. Next one M and Z. Now Z and M, two opposite symbols, this is again false. And Y and X, Y greater than or equals to X is 2, hence either 3 or 4, either 3 or 4, choice 3 is the answer. Now question number 96, it is choice 3. Done? Then 97 onwards. Now question number 97, 97 is again based on coded inequalities, the relation between U and E. Now U is here, E is here, the letter which is common is M is common. Now M greater than U, isn't it? And M lesser than or greater than or equals to E, that means E lesser than or equals to M. E lesser than or equals to M and M greater than U. Now between E and U, two opposite symbols, first conclusion cannot be drawn, J and E. Now between J and E, first J greater than M, M greater than or equals to E, the symbol which is common is greater, hence J greater than E is true, lesser than or equals to E is false. Then F and D. Now between F and D, F greater than or equals to M, D lesser than M means M greater than D. F greater than or equals to M greater than D, hence F greater than D definitely true. As F greater than D is definitely true, then next one D lesser than U. Now the relation between D and U, D is here, U is here. Now D lesser than M, M greater than U. Now here again there are two opposite symbols, this is ruled out. Hence what is your answer? Only 3 follows, only 3, that is choice 2. Now question number 97, choice 2 is the answer. Then 98, now 98 to 100, these three are based on data sufficiency. Now in this data sufficiency, what about question number 98? Now among buildings E, F, G, H, I, J, 6, which is the second tallest? Now we need to identify among these 6, which is the second tallest. In order to identify the second tallest building, which information is required? Clear? Which information is required among these? Then condition number 1, only 2 buildings are shorter than E. As only 2 buildings are shorter than E, tell me where should this E? E is here. Then only 2 buildings are shorter than E. Then now the question is about the second tallest, and F is taller than H. Now this F is taller than H, but not the tallest. But F is not the tallest. F cannot be here, isn't it? And G is shorter than J. G is shorter than J, but not the shortest. And G cannot be here. G is shorter than J, but not the shortest. And I is shorter than J. I is shorter than J. As I is shorter than J, this is what the information we have. Now with the help of this one, tell me whether we can able to determine the answer or not. So the answer is yes, question number 98, any answer to this one? 98. Tell me, what is the choice here? No, 1 alone is not sufficient because F cannot be here. Hence at the second position, either F can be there, J can be there, isn't it? F, J, and the remaining G and I cannot be at this place, isn't it? F and J, there is a possibility. And I also can be there. Hence more than one answer, hence 2 alone, 1 alone is not sufficient. Then coming to condition number 2 here, H is shorter than only 2 other buildings. That means H must be at the third place. And F is taller than G and I. F is taller than both G and I. E is taller than G. And E is taller than what? E is taller than G. E is taller than G but shorter than H. E is taller than G but shorter than H. H, E and G. F is not the tallest. Now here also F is not the tallest. This is what the information we have. Now with the help of this one, now E cannot be at the second place, G cannot be at the second place, isn't it? And the remaining F can be here or I can be here. Are you getting more than one answer or not? Hence 2 alone is also not sufficient. Then by combining these two, if you combine these two, 1 and 2, H will be at this place. If H is here, H, E and G will be here, and now F, now tell me what are the elements here? E, F, G, H, I, J. E, F, G, H, I, J. What are the buildings here? The buildings are E, F, G, H, I, J. Now E, F, G, H, I, J among these, tell me which can be at the second place. H and E cannot be at the second place. Why? Because H and G were already at the third and the fourth place, H and E were ruled out. Done? Then next one, if you take this one, H, E and G. As H is here, E is here, G must be below this one and G cannot be at this place, hence G must be here. Are you following this one or not? Hence G also cannot be at this place. Now we are left with I. I is lesser than F. As I is lesser than F, hence I cannot be at this place because it must be lesser than F. F cannot be at the first place. Now we are left with F and J. Now between F and J, any information here? And J is greater than G and J is greater than I. Hence J is greater than G and I. As J is greater than G and I, tell me which can be at the second place. Chappan edi undachu second place lo. Now F is greater than, as F is greater than G, G is already there, F cannot be here, hence F cannot be at this place, hence F must be at this place. If F is here, J must be at this place. Are you getting the answer or not? Hence which is the second building here and F is the second building and the data in both the statements are required, choice 1. And this is about question number 98. Both the statements are required to identify the answer. Then question number 99. Now in this question number 99, tell me what is the information here? How many people are standing in between W and G in a straight line of 13 people? How many people are there in total? We have some 13 people. Now among these 13 people, now we need to find out how many are in between W and G. Now we need to find out the persons in between W and G. M stands at the extreme left hand of the line. M is here. And the remaining person 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Now M at the extreme left hand of the line. Only 3 people between M and S, 3 people between M and S, S is here. As only 3 people between M and S, only 1 person between G and S. 1 person between G and S, G can be here or G can be here. There are 2 possibilities. And only 5 in between S and W. As only 5 in between S and W, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, W is here. Only 5 in between S and W. Now how many persons in between G and W? If G is here, then 3 persons, or if G is here, then how many? 7 persons. Hence what is your answer? The number of persons in between W and G could be either 3 or 7 with the help of condition number 1. Then coming to condition number 2, L sits at the extreme right hand of the line. As L is at the extreme right hand of the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now L is at the extreme right hand of the line. Now L is here. Then only 2 people between L and Y. Y is at this place. 3 people between J and Y. 3 people between J and Y. J must be at this place. Then G is an immediate neighbor of J. As G is an immediate neighbor of J, G can be either here or here. And next one, only 4 people in between J and W. 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, W can be here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, W can be here. And so how many possibilities? We have some 2 possibilities. Only in condition number 2, I am not combining condition number 1 and 2, isn't it? Hence 1 alone is separate, 2 alone. Hence 1 alone, 2 alone is not separate, then we need to combine these 2. If you combine these 2, now I am combining the second information in the first information. L stands at the extreme right hand of the line. 2 people between L and Y, Y is here, and 3 people between J and Y, 1, 2, 3, 3 people between J and Y, and then G is an immediate neighbor of J, hence G cannot be here and G is here. If G is here and 4 people between J and W, 4 people between J and W is valid, then how many persons in between these G and W? 3 persons. Are you getting the answer or not? Yes, so how do we got the answer? Only by combining both the statements we got the answer, that is given in choice 3. Choice 3 or choice 4? Choice 3. Now the data in both the statements is required, that is choice 3. And this is about question number 99. Then what about question number 100 here? Now question number 100 in a 6-story building. Now in a 6-story building, how many buildings are there? In a 6-story building. Now the question is about what? In a 6-story building, building number from 1 to 6, wherein the topmost floor is number 6 and the ground floor is number 1. Each of the 6 friends, namely P, Q, R, S, T and U, lives on a different floor. Who among them lives on floor number 3? Now we need to identify the person who is living on floor number 3 among these 6 floors. Among these 6 floors, floor number 3 is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Among these 6 floors, now we need to identify now who is staying on floor number 3. Done? Now this is what the information we have. Then condition number 1, T lives on the topmost floor. Yes, whatever this T lives on the topmost floor, hence T is on the 6th floor. T lives on topmost floor. Now the question is about who among them lives on floor number 3, and T lives on topmost floor. Only one person lives between T and S, S is here, and only one person between P and Q. One person between P and Q, and PRQ can be here, then the other person PRQ. Or if PRQ is here, the other person PRQ can be here. Hence, except T and S, we can have any one of these persons. P, Q, R, U and V can be at the 3rd place. Hence, more than one possibility, hence one alone is not sufficient, then the second one. U lives on the ground floor. Now, U lives on the ground floor, condition number 2, U is on the ground floor. Only 2 people between U and S, 2 people between U and S, and Q lives immediately above S. Q lives immediately above S, R lives immediately above U. As R is immediately above U, R is here. R lives immediately above you, R is at this place. R is immediately above you. As R is immediately above you, hence, are you getting the answer here? Then who can be at this place? Either P or T can be at this place. P can be here. If P is here, T will be here. Or if P is here, T is here. Now with the help of condition number 2 alone, either P or T can be at the 3rd place. 3rd floor, done? Hence 1 alone is not sufficient, 2 alone is not sufficient. Then we need to combine these 2. If you combine these 2, that means according to condition number 1, T is at the 6th floor. As T is at the 6th floor, P cannot be at the 6th floor. That means P will be at the 3rd floor. Are you getting the answer or not? Hence what is the choice here? Then finally, both the statements are required to get the answer, choice 5. Clear? చెప్పండి మీరు ఎక్కడ ఆగిపోయారు చెప్పండి ఎక్కడ మనకు దాంతో సంబంధం లేదు, రిమైనింగ్తో సంబంధం. ఓకే, రిమైనింగ్ అని ఎందుకు రాదండి? క్యూ ఇక్కడ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది, ఎస్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఆర్ అండ్ యూ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ పి వస్తుంది కదా. పి నో ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్. నో T lives on the topmost floor, only one person between T and S, one person between T and S, one person between P and Q. సరిపోయింది కదా, one person between P and Q. సరిపోయింది కదా, కండిషన్ సరిపోతుంది. Done. Hence both 1 and 2, this is choice 5. Now this is about paper number 687. Yes, anything else left over in this paper? Question number 66 to 100. ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే చెప్పండి. Done. Yes, number series ఉన్నాయండి ఇంకా. Question numbers please. 31 to 35. Now question numbers 31 to 35. Then 0.2, 10.2, 30.4 and so on. That means the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate, isn't it? Starting with 0.2 and it is going up to what? 2089. As the numbers are increasing at a very fast rate, it must be under multiplication or combination. And now 0.2 and 10.2 we can get, 10.2 and 30.4 we are not getting that one. Ustunda ravatledu, and they are not, it does not come under multiplication, hence it must be under combination only. Then as it comes under combination, then tell me what is the relation between these two. 414.8 and 2089. What is the relation between these two? Tell me here. 414 and 2089. 414 into 5. As 400 into 5, 2014 into 5, 70. And it's 2070. And 8 into 5 is so much? 0.8 into 5 is another 4. And 2074. Then what is here? ఇంకెంత మిగిలింది చెప్పండి ఇంకా. And 414, సరిపోయింది కదా, 70 and 74, 89. As what is the difference between these two? Here the difference is no into 15. Now find the wrong number. Find out the wrong number in this one. Now this is into 5 plus how much? Plus 15. Ante kada? Into 5 plus 15. Then what is the next one here? And 101.2 and 414. 101 into 4 is so much? 101 into 4, 404. And 0.2 into 4, 0.8. That means 4.404.8. How much is added? 10 is added. Now into 5 plus 15 into 4 plus 10. Next one 30.4 and 10.2. 30.4 into 3 is so much? 91.2. Ante kada? 91.2 and 101.2. What is the difference here? Plus 10. Then next one. Now this is into 2. 10.2 into 2, 20.4. Plus how much? Plus 10. Into 2 plus 10, into 3 plus 10, into 4 plus 10. Now here it is into 1 plus 10. Into 1 plus 10, into 2 plus 10, into 3 plus 10, into 4 plus 10, finally into 5 plus 10. Hence the number must be, how much is this one? Minus 5, that means it must be 84 undal. 2084. In the place of 2084, he has given 2089, hence choice 3 is the wrong one. Then each of these numbers is multiplied with into 1 plus 10, into 2 plus 10, into 3 plus 10, into 4 plus 10, into 5 plus 10. Then question number 32. Now in this question number 32, 8, 19, 41, 85, 173 and so on. Now in this one, now the numbers are in the decreasing order. As the numbers are in the decreasing order, then we have to go in the reverse order, isn't it? As tell me what is the reverse order here? Then 8, 19. 8 and 19, tell me how many? 8 into how much? 8 into 2. 8 into 2 is so much? 16 plus 3, 19. 19 into 2, 38 plus 3, 41. 41 into 2, 82 plus 3, 85. 85 into 2, 170 plus 3, 173. 173 into 2. 173 into 2 is how much? 346. Plus how much? ఎంత ఉండాలి? Plus 3 ఉండాలి. 346 plus 3, 349 should be the number. Here it is given as 340, 359. Then into 2 plus. Now again this is into 2 plus 3. 349 into 2 is how much? 349 into 2, 698 plus 3, 701. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? Into 2. And so what is the wrong number here? 359 is the wrong number and the correct number is 349. Hence, whenever the numbers are in the decreasing order, we should always start in the reverse order only. Because between addition and subtraction, addition is easier, and between multiplication and division, multiplication is easier. And 32 and choice 359, choice 4. Then question number 33. Now in this 33, 2, 3, 6, 15, 48 and so on. Now 2, 3, 6, 15, 48. Then 2 and 3, 3 and 6, 6 and 15. Yeah, so how can you express this one? 6 and 15? 6 into 2 plus 3 or into 3 minus 3. And 15 and 48. Now 15 and 48, tell me how to represent this one, 15 and 48. Now 2 into 3, 6 minus 3 is 3, isn't it? Next one, 3 into 3, 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 into 3, 18 minus 3, 15, 15 into 3, minus 3, 42, 42 into 3, 126 minus 3, 123. Yes, what is the wrong number here? 48 is the wrong number and the correct number is 42. Choice. Into 3 minus 3, into 3 minus 3, into 3 minus 3 and so on. Or else, again you will get in the difference also. Difference lo kuda vastunda? Squares lo ekkada ravali. Ravaledan difference? Then 2, 3, 6, 15. Now 2 and 3, the difference is 1. Here this is 4, this is 9. Next one must be how much? 1, 4, 9, 16. 16 ante manaki enta ravali? 31 ravali. If it is 31, 31 and 123, okay, it is not working. 81 na? 81. Okay, it will not follow that one, hence into 3 minus 3, 48. Then question number 34, then 4, 16, 40, 88, 190 and 376. Yes, tell me, 190 and 376, it multiplied with how much? Into 2. 190 into 2, 380 minus 4 will be 376. Now it is into 2 minus 4. Then 88 into 2 is how much? 176 plus how much? Plus 14. Now 40 into 2, 80 plus 8, 88. 16 into 2, 32 plus 8, 40. And 4 into 2, 8 plus 8, 16. Into 2 plus 8, into 2 plus 8, into 2 plus 8, here also it must be into 2 plus 8. Into 2 plus 8 is how much? 176 plus 8, that will be 186 should be the number. The wrong number is 190 and the correct number is 186. 186 into 2 plus 8, then you will get 376. Then, now this is about 34, choice 1 is the answer. Into 2 plus 8 is constant. Into 2 plus 8, into 2 plus 8, into 2 plus 8. Then question number 35, the difference is 1. And 24 and 30, tell me what is the difference between these two? 6. And next difference 30 and 37, the difference is 7. And next one 37 and 53, the difference is 16. Isn't it? 53 and 75. Now the difference is how much? 25. Now these are the numbers here. 1, 16 and 25. 1, 16 and 25 can be written as squares. Hence, as it started with 1, plus 1 square, plus 2 square must be how much? And 4, 224 plus 4, 228. And if it is 228, 228 plus 9, 237. Saripinda leda? Then it will be 16. Then it will be 25. Then what is the wrong number here? 230 is the wrong number and the correct number is 228, choice 4. Now this is about question number 31.